Well, there she is.
And do you hear our rooster neighbors greeting us?
Yeah, so it's here.
It's here.
We did our walkthrough. We're going to go do our closing. We're about to own a farm.
We're about to own a farm. Hey, what's up, family? I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joe.
And we are Two Crazy Ketos.
And if you're new to our channel, welcome. Here on Two Crazy Ketos, we do different things like recipe videos and we do product reviews. We talk about various keto topics. And every Monday, we go live on Keto Beyond the Couch because life exists beyond the couch.
You can find us on different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and X.
And we have a website, which is twocrazyketos.com, and that's where you're going to find all of our different recipes. Now we do upload at least 5 new videos every single week, so make sure you subscribe to our channel.
And don't forget to hit the little bell icon, in that way every single time we buy the farm, Joe, you'll be alerted to it.
So it's here. Been waiting and waiting and waiting. It's about to rain, and we're about to go buy our property. It's been a hectic couple of days because he was not following through on what he's supposed to do.
Garbage everywhere.
This morning we found out the hog was still here.
So he had a bad day. As much as you've had a bad day, he's had a worse day.
We never threw out the trash. We've literally been driving around with trash.
Are you ready for this?
Clearly we are not completely in our right mind, but I'm ready. We are here waiting to go into the closing.
We just did a walkthrough.
After 2 hours of concern because there was still a hog on the property that we didn't want to have to deal with.
And there's still a little bit of debris, but it turns out it's wood. It looked like metal from the road.
Because you can't go on the property until you own it.
But the seller's agent is going to get rid of it. And it turns out the seller's agent actually works with our buying agent because she's the broker. So we know it's going to get done. We're going to go ahead and close, but my blood pressure is through the roof. I probably gained 10 pounds just with stress today.
Yeah, cortisol engaged.
Let's go inside and close on our new farm.
This is really happening. Look how sweet the storefront is.
Little town.
We own a farm. It happens. It actually happens. Wow.
How do you feel?
Relieved. I know there's so much work to be done, but this is a major step forward. Just getting it done, like just buying the property. I think it's funny because it's kind of anticlimactic that there's no key to even give you because the door doesn't even lock. So it was just like, oh, no jingle of keys. It's just us. So we're ready.
Well, we're ready. We've made our first purchase. Usually people buy decorative items, like we'd be going to Home Goods. No, we went to Harbor Freight because in order to begin decorating our new place, we're gonna need a sledgehammer.
Well, hello. Welcome to our home. Can I give you a tour? It's absolutely frightening. I think that we should keep things the way that they are and charge admission to this place. But here it is. Here is the house. We are coming through the back entrance, but it is the front entrance as far as the road and where you would park your car. I'm not sure why they sat it this way, but here we are. This is the kitchen, or an homage to the kitchen. It is pretty raunchy, but we do love to fish, so there is that.
Now, you guys should be grateful there's no such thing as smell-o-vision.
Yes, because I believe that we are right now just absolutely filling our lungs with cigarettes right now.
Now, we will be wearing masks and stuff.
Goggles.
We're just taking the masks off to show you this place.
Now, we have had to wait until 11:30 to show you these things because there's not a lot of lights. And when it is dark out, first light, it's not light enough to light up all of the areas.
There's 3 lights in the whole house.
Yes, I actually remember my mom having something like this, although I don't remember it being, hanging over the table. There's part of our kitchen. It's right there. We are super thankful, though, that the air conditioner is working so that we do have some air circulating. It is very hot here in Florida. So the carpet pretty much ends there for a little bit. This entire room in here doesn't even have any carpet, and the magic behind This curtain
is the bathroom.
is the bathroom. Oh, there's a light. That's pretty cool.
Everything's coming out.
Everything.
All the walls are coming down. So this is one of the bedrooms. We don't know what we're gonna do with this bedroom aside from demolish it and start over. But I mean, you can just see everything is yellow from cigarette smoke.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. But it's the property.
It's the property. And I keep going back out the front door. I was having a moment this morning that was like, did we just do a terrible thing? And then Joe goes, hey, your grandma's here. And I was like, what are you talking about? And there right at that front door is gardenia bushes, which my grandma, that was her favorite flower. My grandfather used to make sure that he always brought in a gardenia bush or a gardenia flower every single morning for her, would float it in water and put it like next to her cup of coffee. Super romantic, that couple. Here's another room.
It's weird the way the doors open into each other.
Yes. It's also weird that the closet is one unit, but there is this pillar in front of them all. Oh, it looks like somebody was already getting started taking things down.
It's gonna come down easy because the drywall isn't even up with screws.
No.
It's actually paneling board and it's up with staples. So
Do you want to keep this?
no, we don't. I don't want to keep anything.
There's no art, Joe.
I'm not keeping anything.
Oh, somebody. Okay, I'm claiming that for me because I do not have a youth livestock award from the DeSoto County Fair. So I'm just going to claim. No one will know it's not me. There's no name on that. This one is definitely dark.
There's no lights.
With no lights. But it's pretty much like the one next door. Only less windows. Even more creepy. That was a child's room, by the way. The one that was completely dark.
They left a chair.
They left a throne. I don't know who was the king that sat in this chair. But there's that. Then through these windows, you can start to see some of the yard.
Well, you really can't see through the windows.
We're definitely going to be moving that little house. It's super cute. We're going to make that, a chicken coop of sorts, hopefully. Now, let's see where the magic happens, Joe.
Not right now, thank you.
Not right there. Yikes. So this is the master bedroom. Master of what? We don't know. And then I want you to take a look at the closet that I think Carrie Bradshaw from Sex and the City would be very proud to own. Ta-da, a walk-in closet. I actually messaged Benazati to say I've got some vitamin G in the middle of all of this, vitamin gratitude as he talks about. At least we don't need the crushes that are in the bedroom closet. So that's a pro. Then we have no carpet. I don't know if this used to be a carpeted bathroom.
No, it was some kind of floor.
But this is just the wood plank floor and they painted it this lovely shade of blue. But here is the master tub, the turlet. We've got his and hers disaster sinks and a holding cell.
I don't even know what to say.
I don't even know what to say either. And there doesn't look like there's been a lot of even shelving. So I don't know what we do with this.
So the plan is to take this out.
All of it.
Only have one sink.
Yeah.
So this is all going to be new. Over there, we're going to try to move that toilet over here somewhere. Don't know how we're going to do it yet.
I don't know how we're going to do anything, Joe.
Then what we're going to do is basically try to make a shower there and then still have a tub here. I don't know. We're going to... It'll be a lot easier to figure things out once walls come down. I don't know what's behind this.
Yeah.
I mean, why is that angled like that? What is behind that?
Is it a decorative corner? Like maybe it was something that when this was in fashion, they would put like a fern or a pot or something and be a fancy bathroom?
I don't know. Let's grab a sledgehammer.
Ah. Hey, that's my house. Don't hurt the house.
Nothing is behind it.
It's a secret.
Yeah, there's literally nothing behind that. So this will go away. I don't even understand that. Unless there's something down here. Nope, nothing down there either. It is time to put on some masks.
Yes.
Put on some gloves.
Gloves, goggles, masks, the whole thing, because if it stinks this bad and is so weird and unpleasant to my lungs without us knocking anything down, I think it's going to be super dangerous for us to do it without some goggles and gloves and masks.
I'm honestly thinking we start with pulling up the carpet. I think it will help the smell.
Doing a little cleaning.
Just in case anybody saw this in one of the shots. This was not ours.
Oh my gosh, I know, ew.
Okay, I gotta show you something in the bedroom.
It's even weirder than that?
Yes, come with me.
You're gonna be hard pressed to find something weirder than that.
I think our storage thing is here, but really quick, come here.
Okay. I hope
So
you
I was
didn't.
trying to expose some light in here.
I hope you didn't find something in this room that was drug related.
Talk about just gross.
Okay.
I don't know how they lived this way. This carpet, I don't think has been vacuumed in 20 years. They literally put aluminum foil with plastic bags to block the sun out.
Wow.
I mean, I think I'm gonna try to change all the windows, but then they got boards over it. But I was trying to get some sun in here. There is central air, but they've got these little air conditioners in here. We're actually going to call an air conditioner guy and see if he can maybe put returns in each room since we can get to under the house. Or I'm going to get a bunch of mini splits because mini splits are actually super efficient. So efficient that you can actually get them and run them off of solar. But I think that our brand new shipping container is here.
Joe arriving on our front lawn today is possibly the hardest working dumpster in America.
There's gonna be a lot of stuff going in there.
I feel so badly for this dumpster. It doesn't even know what's about to hit it. Here it comes. We're gonna bring it as close to the house as possible so that we can just throw things out the front door, of course. Joe, is there a part of you that thinks it's maybe a little bit cleaner inside of this dumpster than it is currently inside the house we just bought?
It is absolutely cleaner inside of this dumpster than inside of this house.
Are you sure you want to sit on that counter?
Well, I'd rather sit on the counter and risk it falling apart than sitting on this floor. Again, 20 years worth of dirt in the carpet. I don't think it was ever vacuumed. You know, some friends of ours who modified mobile homes said, just when you start tearing down walls, know that nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense. Like, the sheetrock is attached inside of the frame. Like, you can't get it out because it's on the wall, and then it's like they put the sheetrock on the wall and then married the wall to the sidewall. So you can't get it out. So it's, the outlets are just in the middle of a wall. They're not attached to framing at all. I feel like our son John Paul, who's a master electrician, would look at it and be like, are you kidding me? The good news is the outside framing is 2x6s, which is pretty cool. Bad news is it looks like they're 24 inches on center. I haven't measured it yet, but they're pretty far apart. Inside is 2x3, but I'm kind of glad if the outside is 2x6 on 2x4s or 2x6s rather, then I can change out the windows because I really want to change out the windows. So I'm hoping that we can find some like impact low E windows. Of course, we took out that air conditioner in the one window, and they didn't just lift the window and put the air conditioner in, they broke the glass. They literally took the glass out of the window. So we've taken that air conditioner out, which was causing water to come in, and now there's no window. So we're gonna have to go get like a piece of plywood and cover it up until we get windows. But it gives me an excuse to buy new windows. So day one is in the books.
I think we set a very high standard for what could get accomplished in a day. How are we going to top this tomorrow?
We're gonna keep going. And it's funny because we kind of got a late jump because working on the house, we got a late jump because we got up this morning. I had to run to Home Depot, which is 30 minutes away.
I have a permanent outline.
I see that. I had to run to Home Depot to get concrete blocks because we had the 40-foot storage container delivered.
It totally looks like it belongs on a farm, right?
It does. And he did a great job.
He did an awesome job.
Because we got a new one, I mean, it doesn't look horrible.
No.
Eventually, we'll cut windows and doors into it. That's like a long way away. We do have to order vents because, especially in Florida, those things will sweat inside and ruin some of your stuff. So you have to put a vent up in the top and then a vent down in the bottom on the other end. And then we have to cut those holes into the side of it. But I'll worry about that a little later. So we had that, and then they came and got some more of the garbage.
Well, that was what I did this morning while you were gone.
You were collecting garbage.
Did not sit down today, hardly at all. I think, let's see.
I'm at like 600% of my daily movement.
I have more than 12 miles of walking.
I don't even know because I'm holding the camera, so I can't even. I just know it kept saying like 300%, 400%, 500%, 600%. So we did all that, and then we had to move stuff to make room for the storage container. So we didn't actually get working in the house till I would say about noon.
Right, which was crazy. But in that time, we ripped up every room with carpet except for one, and pretty much discovered that I think everybody was just using the carpet to pee instead of using the toilets in this home.
Yeah, I kept saying, like, why did they glue down the padding? It's not glue.
It's not glue.
It was this sounds so gross. Dog urine melting the padding to the floor.
Yes.
So I don't know what we're going to do.
Yeah.
You know, right now we're going to keep gutting. Then I hate to add more weight, but I'm thinking about just like a thin OSB across the floor because, like, first we'll treat it. I mean, first of all, it's got to dry. I mean, because there were a couple of wet areas. And I don't mean wet from rain.
No, totally wet from gross.
So far, I'm pretty impressed with the floor. Like, I was worried that we were going to hit floor damage and stuff like that. We don't have that. We know of one soft spot by the back door, which was probably a wash machine leak.
We have not gotten into the bathrooms.
Right.
That'll be probably mañana.
Yeah, well, the master bathroom we know is good as far as the floor because the floor is exposed.
Yes.
It's the other one which it looks like they had a leak and then repaired it. So hopefully they repaired it well. But what we're going to do tomorrow is there's one more room of carpet. And then what else do we have? Oh, we're going to start doing walls. We started in one bedroom. I think the next room we're going to move directly over to the master bedroom, because that's the room that's got the most smoke smell. And I know once you get those walls out,
it's
already better, but I think it'll...
Now I can smell dog urine, but like I'm not smelling as much smoke in the living room and in that back bedroom because the walls are just gone.
What did we get ourselves into?
I mean, we knew it was going to be a lot of work, but then it's time to do the work, and that's when it's just like, oh my gosh, it's so much.
By the way, the tractor has been a huge help.
I love that tractor. The fact that we've been able to just like put debris out the window into it, and then Joe just makes a run to the dumpster. It was really what Caleb and my mom had asked, like, please be careful. And that was kind of like our investment in being more careful. Yeah. Because every single time you're carrying big boards or cabinets or something and you're going down the stairs and kind of meandering through the house, like you're putting yourself at more risk of injury. So the fact that we can like just take things down and put it right into that bucket has really been helpful. I think it's also helped with debris.
Yeah, and we learned quickly, we were trying to do carpet the way I've always done carpet, which is roll up the whole room. The problem is the carpet, I think, has 20 years of dirt because I don't think they ever vacuumed.
It's so
it's
heavy.
Like 5 times heavier than it should be. So now we started cutting it.
Yeah.
And so now what we've been doing is we've been cutting it, and then we put it into, I pull the tractor right up to the window, and then we put everything out. So tomorrow we'll go to a different window. We'll just open up one of the windows. We've been doing it through the window that doesn't exist. And I actually ran and got plexiglass. That was the biggest piece that Ace Hardware had, and it's too small. So we'll have to return that. And then maybe early in the morning, I'll run to Home Depot and get another piece. I'd rather put plexiglass than wood, because at least we'll get some light for working.
Yeah, that's good.
Because that's the only window.
Right.
So, but yeah, it really has helped. It's helped with cleaning up the debris, and it's helped with putting stuff into the dumpster. The dumpster is, I would say, about a third, almost half full.
I can't believe it.
I think we're going to end up needing to have them come at some point and get it and then bring it back. We have the dumpster for 30 days. But I think we're going to fill it. I don't know.
Really
I didn't think we would fill a 30 yard, but I think we're going to fill a 30, because we haven't gotten to the kitchen cabinets. We've taken down one kitchen cabinet.
Yeah.
So I am going to burn my shirt.
Burn your shirt.
And then I'm going to get into the bed. I'm not even going to bother taking a shower.
No. You're taking a shower, friends. I took a shower in the house. I actually wore my Crocs in the shower because, like, ew. But
we have an RV for a reason.
We do, but I'm just, want to be mindful of water and such. But
eventually the water from the house is going to come into here.
I forgot that it's the egg water. It's the water that's got
they
like
don't have a softener
system
smell or anything to get rid of the sulfur smell.
It was
because
so gross.
The old owner was like, 4th generation, born and raised here.
Kinda
He's like, the
used
sulfur
to it.
smell is great. I'm like,
no, it's not.
We do have our Blue Technology water filter, so that will help. We do have a company coming out next week to get rid of the sulfur smell and give us a whole softener system. But for now, we'll have to deal with it. So eventually that'll have to go into the RV. But right now we have about 40 gallons. So I am going to take a shower, and then I'm going to eat. Okay, here is my dinner. I've got some pork ribs, some cucumbers with a little bit of like Caesar dressing on it, 2 Bubby's pickles, and a piece of Bell's brownie batter keto bread. Good morning. It's about 6:30 in the morning. I got up super early. Ran down here to Home Depot in Port Charlotte. It's about a 25-minute drive from the house, but I needed to get plexiglass for the window that didn't have a window. So this way we can at least get something up over that. We're going to change out the windows, but that's going to be a little while. I have to find somebody that has the sizes, and I'd prefer to get impact-resistant ones if I can find it. Anyway, got up early this morning, and I am super hungry. The only thing I ate yesterday was that brisket, or that pork ribs that I showed you last night. And that's pretty much all I ate all day. So I am really hungry. So I just left Home Depot and I stopped at, it's called Daybreak. We don't have these down in South Florida. It's at a 76 gas station. And I got pork sausage and eggs. These were sandwiches. They were 2 for $5. I just took off the bread, threw that out. So I have 2 pork sausage patties and 2 eggs. And I'm going to eat these while I drive back to the house.
Good morning. It is day 2. Of course, I have some Keto Brains in my coffee. Look at how sad this bag is. Fortunately, Joe has to go home later today so that he can do some work with Anthony tomorrow and he can bring me back a bag of Keto Brains. I had to check myself this morning. I had a ta-da moment, and that can be a problem with me. I know it's good to celebrate. We did a lot yesterday. We got a lot done, but I cannot ta-da, because ta-da implies we're done. We're finished. Look what I did. It is over. It is not over. It is not even remotely over, Rachel. We have so many hardworking days ahead of us that I have to make sure that I'm not just like celebrating and then being like, I've done the thing. Shouldn't it be over? Shouldn't it be done? Why do I still have to do stuff? I used to do that with diets a lot. I'd be like, I had a salad. I skipped the French fries with a meal. I took the bun off my hamburger. Isn't that enough? Shouldn't I have results? Shouldn't I have a finished product? No, there is more work to be done. So I'm going to try to stay in the right mindset today. I'm definitely going to be hydrating a lot more. I did not hydrate enough yesterday and I'm feeling it today. We are lifting so much. We are sweating a ton. I mean, we are in the middle of Florida in August. It is hot. Even with air conditioner in our RV and air conditioner in the house itself, we've got masks on and gear on, and I've got, weight belts and all kinds of things. So it's really important that I stay hydrated. Also, I need to prioritize getting in my daily minerals. I know this is important. I carry this bottle with us everywhere we go in our RV, but stuff does not happen through osmosis. I cannot just purchase a product and then enjoy the benefits of it. I have to actually take the cap off and consume the product for it to be effective in my life. So I'm going to make sure that I get everything in today that I need in order to be successful. What are my thoughts going into today? I am a little bit concerned about getting into the bathroom, getting into the walls of that area. I'm worried about what we're going to find. I'm really praying that there is minimal water damage. I'm a little scared about the floor. I'm not going to lie. I don't even think that they had their dog go to the bathroom outside. I think that the dog just pooped and peed right into the house because there was just an overwhelming amount of just urine stained and like feces stained carpet. And the floor really reflects a lot of just nastiness going on in the house. So I'm really concerned about what that means moving forward and how we're going to have to build up our new floor in order for us to enjoy living in the space. I thought that the biggest obstacle that we were going to have was going to be the smoke smell. And clearly we've also got a flooring issue that's going to have to be dealt with. But I am optimistic. I know that we need to remain calm, remain at peace. I don't think that it is by coincidence that the pursuit of peace is the monthly focus for the Two Crazy Ketos family as we're getting started on this project. I've got to stay at peace. And so that's what I'm going to do. Definitely, we're going to be leveraging convenience today when it comes to our meals. I am planning on eating keto brick today. That's my plan, keto brick for the win, because I can fit it in between work. A lot of times when we stop for a break, it's because Joe is, doing something with the tractor, or we've got to run to the store or something. And that is when I have mealtime. And so I need things to be fast and I need things to be easy. So Keto Brick really ticks all the boxes, right? I need proper nutrition. I need something to just be ready when I'm ready. And I need to be able to be done quickly. So thanks, Keto Brick. I'm going to lean on you heavily today.
I was joking this morning when I was vlogging myself that I had to resist the urge to, ta-da! We worked really hard yesterday. Now we're done.
No, we have so much work.
Many days ahead of us.
So we've got the tractor right there. This is what we're doing. That was the best purchase ever.
Seriously.
It is worth every penny. Aside from the fact that we need it for the property, it is helping with this work so much. I mean, there was a giant concrete table out there, was broken. So we literally pull the tractor around, put it in. He's got piles of debris everywhere, just like cut brush. But instead of having one big pile, there's a pile here, a pile there, a pile there. So what I've been doing is whenever I have the grapple hooked up, I pick up the pile. By the way, I didn't tell you this. I pick up the pile and I'm dumping it on the other side of the fence over there and figure we'll make one big pile. But get this area.
Right.
Because we're going to be putting the pool in over here.
Saw you sneaking it over there. So I'm like, we will have to deal with that later.
Well, it's called the bonfire.
Yeah.
Right? And that's a nice clear area. He had a fire pit over here directly under this oak tree, which is 4 feet. I mean, literally, the branches are 4 feet up. So that's a big open field. So I figured that would be a good place to just burn all of that brush because we can do that, burn our brush. So yeah, we're going to get started. We're going to pull all of this sheetrock down. We've come up with a plan. Let's take a look. So what we're going to do with this flooring is the flooring, if we come up here, you've got where the padding stuck to it. It's not going to get perfectly flat.
It was an indoor outhouse.
So rather than trying to get it perfectly flat and try to deal with things because we want to put down a vinyl laminate or a vinyl floor or a laminate floor, and you've got to get everything flat or you're going to have bumps and ridges. What we're going to do is we're going to get fresh 1/2-inch OSB and we're going to go over the top of it. So we'll have a double subfloor.
I'm completely fine with that. And just
it's going to cost us about $900.
The word fresh, like this house needs fresh.
Yeah. So the plan is new floor over this. So once all the sheetrock comes down, that's next. Then what we're going to do is we are going to get kills. I have a spray paint gun at home. We're going to spray the whole ceiling with kills while everything is out.
Yeah.
Then what we're going to do is we're going to do that bathroom. This is the order that we've kind of come up with. Because if we do that bathroom, which we're just going to put an enclosure in, we're not going to tile, like our bathroom, we're going to put a tub. Tyler have to move.
But for the guest room?
For the guest one, we're just going to put an enclosure set. No tub. Sorry, Caleb, but no tub for you.
Shower.
But we figure if we do that, then we have a working bathroom.
Yeah.
And we can stop taking showers in the RV because by the time we get to that, we'll have our softener system. Then I don't have to worry about dumping the RV water and all that stuff. So right now, I need to go to Harbor Freight to get bags for our vacuum, because we tried using just the filter and there's so much sand, it just clogs the filter.
Right.
So we use the bag. We've dumped that thing. It's a 16-gallon can. We've dumped it 3 times.
Hello.
That's how much dirt was under the carpet.
In the family room.
So it is the end of day 4 of working on our new home, the 2KK Ranch. And I actually didn't work today. Yesterday, after we were done working, I drove back down to Fort Lauderdale because I needed to help Anthony cut the church. And I brought the tractor because we had a giant field that was way overgrown. It's like a new piece of property the church got. So I told him I'd bring the tractor. And it also gave me the ability to test out our finish mower, which we're going to talk about that in a different video. But I also needed to pick up our regular lawnmower for just cutting around the house. And so now I'm on my way back up. I'm about 20 minutes away. Excited to see what Rachel did today because Rachel decided she wanted to stay back and keep working on the house. And I've got a little surprise for her. I brought Tabitha, our 120-pound horse. Actually, no, she's not a horse. She is a full-blooded Labrador Retriever. She's just a really big dog. And I think this is a good opportunity for her to take a look at her new home. I think she's going to absolutely love it. Already have treated her for fleas and ticks, because not something we really have to worry about in Fort Lauderdale, but now we're going to be living in the country, so I want to make sure that she is all treated for her fleas and ticks and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to keep a close eye on her because she's not used to having 6 acres to run on. But I think she is going to love it. They are doing construction here in Arcadia on this one road right after you drive through town, so it's a little bumpy. So we're going to turn off the video right now, and we'll see what Tabitha thinks of the new home, and also take a look at what Rachel accomplished today. Looks like they got a lot of rain while I was gone. I guess we're going to see what the property looks like after a big rainstorm, because that is a lot of water sitting in the swale.
This morning is Tabitha's first morning waking up on the new property. So she is, of course, exploring every single inch of this place, while also circling us to make sure that we have not lost our mind or we are in danger. I can understand why she thinks we're a little bit crazy getting this place. So she's like, what is this? Where is this? This is home, my friend. And you've got plenty of space to explore. As you can see, there is still like a lot of junk and garbage to take care of, but with some hard work, some elbow grease, we're going to get it just right. Right, Tabitha? Absolutely. Our project supervisor is really laying down on the job over here.
What you got?
Lunch. Having a milk and cookies keto break because, yeah, we're not cooking anything. We're making this as simple as possible.
It's raining right now. The rain is not helping our wetness situation.
No, it is not.
So it only looks this bad because we keep driving the tractor through it.
Right.
But we are going to, we're having a bunch of rock brought in. I don't think it's nearly enough, but
It's a good start.
it'll be a good start. So, but we keep getting stuff done. I need to get that stump out. I've cut it, but I can't get it to go anywhere.
I do not understand it.
I'm going to use the truck and pull it out because the tractor can kind of move it, but my truck is more powerful. And then I want to get rid of the garbage that he decided to burn there. Non-burnable garbage that he decided, let's burn it right there.
Why would you do that at the front of your house?
I have no idea.
It's so ugly to look at.
He didn't care. He was leaving. So demolition continues. And we're standing in the bedroom closet right now. Here's your air conditioner ducting. And so you've seen what these walls look like. Well, here's what they're supposed to look like. I mean, look at how clean and nice that looks because this was all enclosed. So this was in here and the air conditioner here. So all the smoke, all the junk and everything wasn't able to get into this wall. And we've actually decided we're not even going to take that down because I don't want to mess with the air conditioner and ducting. And since it's going to get closed back in anyway, we're just going to leave it and it doesn't smell. Good morning, Tabitha. Are you enjoying your farm? Tabitha, say hello. Are you enjoying yourself? Yes? Good morning.
It is Sunday. It's day 6. We've been working on this place for 6 days.
Well, we're going to rest today, even though it's not day 7.
Yeah, because I spilled a drink earlier and burst into tears. So Joe was like, maybe you're not as okay as you think you are.
You have to take a Sabbath.
You have to.
And we're going to take a Sabbath. Let's go ahead and walk around and show you everything that we've done or not done.
So here used to be kitchen cabinets, microwave, and inexplicably 30 jars of honey. So We got rid of all of this, and then this was a cabinet right up here as well. So we still have a lot of kitchen cabinets to demo, but
kitchen is pretty much the last thing. Kitchen and bathrooms.
I was glad to get this space out though, because the more space we clear, the more Joe can see room for changes.
Now, unfortunately, that is a supporting wall. But what is not a supporting wall, this was just like a silly layout. So you have the refrigerator there, which sticks out past the wall for some reason.
Right.
And then there was a cabinet over here and then a set of cabinets, and it felt like a dungeon. We're probably going to move the fridge over here, but we really won't know until everything's out, because over here you have this wall, which I'm just going to get rid of it.
Right.
And I'm going to have a row of cabinets here. So you'll walk in, very much like our house now, where you walk in through the garage and there's the dishwasher cabinet right there.
If there's any way to have just a little bit more room, that would be great. I mean, because again, this wall...
That wall serves no purpose.
Right.
Now, I'll probably, because we don't have a garage, and also, remember, we're eliminating 2 closets and there's no hallway closet.
Right.
I am going to leave that pantry there. Whether you use it for a pantry or even if you use it for sheets, towels, since you're at the back door with the laundry room, which is going to stay here.
Yes.
So, I don't know how I feel about having it in the house. We're used to having it in the garage, but I guess most people do have them in their house.
Yeah, it's going to take some getting used to. So is having a little bit bigger closet. And that's something that we've really made a giant change.
So yeah, this area right here, that was kind of part of the laundry room.
Right.
So we opened up that wall, and we're going to put a wall straight across. So you're going to walk into a wall, but now Rachel's standing in what would be a giant closet.
Right, because this was another linen closet right here that was partitioned. You know, it was just made into like a cubby.
That was your linen closet.
Yeah, and I just don't think that it was very useful or functional. So I would rather have a bigger space, because the one thing that we have, I'm going to get rid of a lot of stuff, but I know that the one thing that I like is some clothes. So I need to make room for that. We also changed the bathroom. This was a cabinet that had 2 sinks, like a his and her sink. They were plastic sinks. I don't understand how that even works. I mean, all the knobs were broken.
Well, that's why he had leaks.
Yeah.
And his solution to leaking was wrap a towel around it.
Yes. A wash rack apparently fixes a lot of stuff. So we're going to change this out so that there's just 1 sink in here. And that's really going to open up the bathroom a lot.
So, again, we're still in preliminary planning. The plan right now is that I would like to keep that a tub. We're still debating that. Rachel's worried about water, but a tub to me actually is better for water coming out. And then where that toilet is, I want to make that a shower with like almost like what we have at home, where it's a I don't know if we can do a glass enclosure. Until we take down the wall, we won't know. And then move the toilet over there so that we feel like we have a little bit more room. But again, we're still in preliminary stages.
Wash yourself.
Yeah, we're gonna turn around. So this is the bedroom that we're just walking through walls.
Right. So this was a lot of debris that I generated yesterday, taking out the cabinets. That's the thing that you really have to budget time for, because it's not just tearing down, you have to dispose of this stuff. So this is gonna take like a couple of hours for us to get rid of just all of the garbage that's currently
And we're
in the
kind of
house.
on hiatus right now with that because we've had nothing but rain. So we've created a mud pit in front, and I really don't want to keep running the tractor on it because
Right.
it's just going to make it worse and worse and worse. So we may just like keep piling stuff up tomorrow when we resume work.
So we took down all of the walls in here. That's a huge deal. And it was a hard and messy job. I will say that like this area of my arm is just like really throbbing. So this is the family room. And then that's going to be Joe's office in there.
It's big enough for both of us to have an office.
And then as we go in here, we're going to extend the kitchen at least to the window, we're hoping.
I'm thinking going to the window.
Right up to here. And then
that wall's going to come down.
Yeah, because it's not necessary. But we didn't know until we opened it up.
One of the ways that you can tell is because you see how, oh, I want a wall here. So they just build it on top of the sheetrock.
And I understand that when you're building a home like this, people have different needs. So it sounds really good on paper to say, hey, I can give you a linen closet. I can give you a pantry. I can give you a walk-in closet. I can give you like a clear distinction between rooms. But a lot of times that just involves a lot of just walls that make you feel all boxed in to say you have all of these things. So now we're moving into where we store our guest sink. No, I'm just kidding. So this is the ripped out bathroom, but this is going to be a dining room area. And then in here is going to be Caleb's room when he comes to stay with us.
But we're going to do some changes in there.
Yeah.
We don't like the way you walk in.
It's so narrow.
You walk in and you're facing a wall.
Right.
And I don't even know how you'd get furniture in there.
I don't either. That's a great question. How would you even get a mattress through here?
What we're going to do is we're going to make his closet smaller. And we're going to go to right about where, no, I think right where your hand was.
Right there.
Right there. So that'll be the start of the closet, which will give him
More
5 more feet. That's a lot of room.
5 feet would help a lot. So this is going to be a guest room. This is like just right on the back side of Caleb's room. And we're going to probably take out the closet completely in here to make more room because it's just going to open it up a lot. And I think that for my sanity and the sanity of our guests, I think room is really a commodity. As we measured things, it actually was not as big as the listing says it was. So that's a thing. I think it's like 200 feet shorter than we thought it was.
200 square feet less than we thought it was. So then that's the bathroom. Now this was the only leak in the house.
Right.
Now, we kind of knew about it because he had mentioned he had changed sheetrock. Surprisingly, there's no rotting of the floor.
Thank you, Lord.
Or anything like that. This room over here is the one where the bees were in that back corner right there.
Yeah.
And then he did something up here. I don't know.
I feel like that was formerly sunlight or something, or
I don't know.
A window.
I don't know what that was.
Skylight.
But we're going to cover it. He did, I don't know what he did. We're definitely going to change out the exhaust fans. That's for sure. Okay, so plan in here is the one person we may hire if nobody in our 2KK family is available to help.
Plumber?
What we want to do is there was the counter that went all the way down to where Rachel's standing, and then you have the toilet there. And the tub, literally, like your knee hit the tub, which is, we've had that before in our old house.
It's just a small room.
So we want to make the sink much smaller.
Like a pedestal.
Put it here. So move the sink here, move the toilet down, like probably closer to where Rachel's standing to give you more room for whether it's a shower or a tub. We don't know if we were trying to avoid a tub, but because of the way the plumbing is, we may have to do a tub unless, of course, we can find a plumber that we trust. We find it hard to get contractors, but we've found that everywhere. Okay, last room, then we'll wrap up this vlog.
This one is Joe's office.
Our office. It's big enough for 2 of us.
Well,
we can divide it in half. We could be like Chris and Megan, where we can have desks face each other.
Where we can Chris Miller and Megan
Or
Miller
what we can do is
have battlefield.
I mean, I'll take the whole thing because like 3D printer room, you know.
Well, that is kind of my consensus for you, Joe, is like you can have this room all to yourself. Keep your stuff in this room, because if I'm going to go without an office, I'm completely fine with that. I'll enjoy the family room, and then my office will be outside, you know, enjoying nature.
We could turn the guest bedroom into like a little bit of an office for you and just get a day bed.
But
for grandchildren.
The biggest thing for me is that Joe's stuff stays contained.
Okay, so again, we're going to take down this closet, right?
Yep.
And this is where I came up with that idea, is that you see here, you have the AC line. And so that corner has to stay. So we're going to basically have a little cubby corner. And that's why I was thinking in the other room, make an identical cubby corner.
Right.
With just like a little door. And then with the little door, you can have shelves for linens, towels, that kind of stuff. Baby clothes, because the baby doesn't need to hang clothes up.
Right. So, but we'll
We're
talk
still
through
working.
those things.
First, we have to rip down the rest of the walls.
Yes.
And finish taking stuff down. After we're done with all this, the next thing before we even start rebuilding is, let me see if I can find. There are hundreds and hundreds of staples. And all that has to come out. So that is everything that we have done in the last 6 days. At least everything we've done inside.
Yes, because in addition to everything that we've done inside the house, we've spent like 2 to 3 hours at least every single day cleaning up yard garbage, getting rid of trees, mowing the lawn, like all kinds of things. And it's not just to get that work done. It has to get done.
It has to be done.
But also it's important for us to make sure we're getting some sunlight in. As I said, this is emotionally hard. Like, I literally melted down this morning. So I need to make sure that to stave off depression, anxiety, all of those things, to be able to be outside and breathe and look at all of the pretty surroundings.
Why we're doing this.
It really helps.
Yeah, I mean, we need to change the scenery. We want to get that fresh air. I mean, we're in here. Yes, we're wearing masks and all that, but still, like, just to get that fresh air into our lungs is just nice. So whenever we can, we're outside, and we actually try to get outside in the heat of the day, in the heat of the sun, where we're the most amount of sun, so we're going to really get that sun down. Usually like mid-morning, because it rains every day in the afternoon.
Right.
And we've been getting torrential downpours. So right now, I am enjoying chocolate keto chow.
Yum.
We're pretty much living off of keto brick, keto chow,
The carnivore bar.
carnivore bars, and we've been eating barbecue for the last week. Like, we got barbecue last Monday.
No, it was Sunday.
Sunday. And just been snacking on that all week. And then also, I got chicken wings from Publix yesterday. I was hoping they had Mardi Gras wings, but they didn't have them. But pretty much lots of carnivore bars, keto chow, you know, just because it's quick grab and go. Now, tomorrow we're going to start a new vlog. We're going to end this one right here. The next one is going to be 3 days, just finishing up whatever we're doing before we leave for our Alaska cruise. And we're going to do a special eating challenge. What are we going to do?
Nothing but hot dogs and mustard for 3 days. You know, when we got started, Dr. Barry said, you can do keto, which is hot dogs and mustard. So we're going to put that to the test, and that is all we're going to eat for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
So here are the rules for this challenge, which we'll go over in the next video. But basically, like Rachel said, Dr. Barry says you can do keto on hot dogs and mustard. So that's what we're going to do. So we can have any kind of beverages we want. You can have soda, you can have coffee, you can have cream in your coffee.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. But as far as food, sustenance, we can only eat hot dogs and mustard. No toppings.
Okay.
Right?
No relish.
No relish, just hot dogs and mustard. And it could be any kind of hot dog, Polish sausages, but we decided like no Italian sausages, like Polish sausages, hot dogs, those kind of things. And we're going to see, can you do keto on hot dogs and mustard? 3 days of it.
Yeah.
So between now and when we leave for our Alaska cruise. That'll be a good way to break a hot dog and mustard challenge. Go on an Alaskan cruise. Okay, we're going to end this video right now because Rachel is running to the store to get walnuts for a special recipe. If you like seeing videos like this, take a look at some of the videos I have linked right over here. Also, make sure you take a look at the most recent video that I'm going to put right over there.
But whether you head this way or you head this way, don't forget to head this way. Subscribe to our channel and click the little bell icon in that way. Every single time we tear down a house, you'll be alerted to it.
Till next time.
Bye.